Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician channel. And today we're going to be going into these two drills. This one being 20 volt Dewalt, this one being the Kobalt 24 volt. This I've had for a year or two. I got it around the holidays. I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, but this was one of those kits that was $100. And then this is originally part of one of those holiday kits as well, or kits in general, that run around $100 as well. But the kit was disassembled and they were selling parts of that kit individually, so I actually picked this drill up for $25. And if you haven't seen my video on this, just kind of basically the first look and some information on it and how I got it for $25, go ahead and check that video out. It was posted probably right before this video. So we're going to be comparing these two drills. I'll give you the information on both as much as I can as far as specs. Then we're going to be running in 50 1¼ inch screws with each one. We will check the battery life and temperature of each drill. And then we will be doing 25 1/4 inch holes, checking the battery and temperature. And then we will do 10 1/2 inch holes and check the battery and temperature to see how well they perform, how hot they get, and what the battery or how the battery performs. Both of them being 4 amp hour batteries. This one being the Dewalt 20 volt 4 amp hour, and then the 24 volt Kobalt 4 amp hour battery. So they're both fully charged, and we'll see how they perform. But just to give you some specs on each of the drills themselves, the drill I have here from Dewalt is Delta Charlie Delta 778, or the kit that I believe I got was Delta Charlie Delta 778 Lima 1, and that includes one battery. You can also, I believe, instead of Lima 1, it's Charlie 2, and I want to say that one comes with 2 batteries, but it's a little bit more expensive. But that kit, Lima 1, is going to run $100. And then the Kobalt that I have here, the drill is Kilo Delta Delta 524 Bravo -03. It's not the XTR, which is like their XR version, like Dewalt has their XR brushless stuff. This is brushless, but it is not the XTR, which is like Kobalt's higher end stuff, but it's still a really nice drill. So, especially for $25. They're both 1/2 inch drive, obviously the Dewalt being 20 volt, the Kobalt being 24 volt. The Dewalt is going to have 17 clutch settings. You're going to have your primary 15, and then you have your drilling and hammer drilling. So there's those. And then with this is not a hammer drill, but it does have 24 clutch settings. They're both 2 speeds. The Dewalt on speed 1 is going to range from 0 to 500 RPMs, and then on speed 2 you're going to have 0 to 1750 RPMs. With the Kobalt on 1, you're going to have 0 to 550 RPMs, and then on 2 you're going to have 0 to 2000 RPMs, so just a little bit more RPMs on the Kobalt. They're both keyless chucks, the Dewalt being a plastic chuck here with a metal end, and the Kobalt being an all metal chuck up here, which is a nice touch. The Dewalt is going to be just a little bit longer than the Kobalt, but as far as width, the Dewalt is much more compact and a little bit shorter. The Dewalt is going to have a 20-second light on it, so when you pull the trigger, it's going to have a light right under here that will stay on for 20 seconds. The Kobalt is going to have the light down by the battery, and it is going to have a 15-second delay. The Dewalt has a 3-year limited tool warranty, where the Kobalt has a 5-year limited tool warranty, so a little bit longer warranty on the Kobalt. The kit for the Dewalt is normally $150, but usually on sale for $100. And it's going to include that 3 amp hour battery, the charger, and the bag for that $100 price range. The Kobalt is going to, if you get it in the kit, it is normally $160, so $10 more, but normally on sale for $100. and it will include a 2 amp hour battery, a charger, a belt clip, a bit clip, a bag, and a handle that mounts on the top. So a pretty nice kit, especially for the same price range. You get a few more accessories with the drill if you buy the Kobalt kit. Now, getting into some of the pros of the Dewalt, it is a little bit more lightweight. It's a little bit more compact as far as width, and it's a little bit longer, but in height and width it is more compact. It's a hammer drill. The reverse switch feels much better. It could be because I'm just used to Dewalt, whereas the Kobalt, it just feels awkward. The position and the shape of the reverse switch is just awkward. Not that that is anything that would keep me from purchasing this drill again. That's just something I prefer on the Dewalt. The Dewalt has a 5-second longer delay on the light, and it is quite a bit quieter, and you'll see that in the tests. Battery, it comes with a 3 amp hour battery instead of the Kobalt that comes with a 2 amp hour battery, and this is $10 cheaper when not on sale. The Kobalt Pros, it has more clutch settings. It has 2 years more on the warranty. It has the all metal chuck, which is a very nice touch. I do like that. And then it comes with those accessories that weren't included with the Dewalt, like the belt clip and the bit clip and the handle. So that is nice. Now, both of them are brushless. They're both priced really well. They're both comfortable. They're nice rubberized molding around here, very comfortable. And they both have variable speed triggers, which is nice. The cons, the Kobalt is going to be a little bit bigger and louder than the Dewalt. The reverse switch, like I mentioned before. And then the clutch to chuck, there is quite a bit of a gap there. Not that that is something that would prevent me from buying it either. That's just something that I noticed that was quite a bit bigger of a gap than other drills. And then the ramp up speed on the Dewalt, where they're both variable, but if you go full pull on the trigger, this is instant speed, whereas the Kobalt is one of those styles where it's got to ramp up speed into that top speed. And you'll see that as well here in just a sec. And then the con to the Dewalt mainly being the plastic chuck on this drill. So we'll go ahead and put the batteries on them. I'll give you a sound test. You can see the light here with a 15-second delay. Here's a sound clip of that. Here is the light on the Kobalt and a sound clip of it. So it is quite a bit louder. Hopefully the audio can pick that up. Other than that, the only other thing being the ramp up speed. It's not extremely slow, but it is not as instant as the Dewalt. And I know my Carlisle drills at work do the exact same thing. It's just something, if that's something you prefer or you don't mind, that's just something to know. But let's go ahead and get into putting some screws and holes into some wood. Okay, so I am going to start with the Kobalt. We are going to do 50 1¼ inch wood screws into this 2x4, and we'll check the temperature and battery life. I'll do the first few normal speed, and then I will fast forward through the rest, and we will get to checking it. So there we go, all 50 screws in. We're going to take a temperature of the Kobalt drill now. 77 is the highest reading I'm getting on the motor housing. The aluminum midsection is 65. I'm just going to quickly remove all of these screws, and we're going to do the exact same test over here with the Dewalt drill. After removing all 50 screws with the Kobalt, the battery is still at full life. 82 on the motor housing. Once again, I'll start the first few, and then I will just fast forward through the rest. So there are all 50 screws for the Dewalt. Before removing them, the temperature on the Dewalt is going to read 81. Now we're going to remove all 50 screws and we will check the temperature and battery life. Once again, the battery life is full still. All right, so the temperature now 82. First up is the Kobalt drill, 1/4 inch drill bit. We're going to do 25 holes and then we will check the battery and the temperature. The battery right now is still full life. Let's get to it. All right, that was on speed 2 on the drill portion of the clutch. Now let's check the temperature. So we'll go with 73 on the temperature for the 1/4 inch holes, and battery life is still full. Now moving into the Dewalt hammer drill, it is on the same speed and the drilling portion. And we're going to go ahead and drill 25 holes and check the temperature. All right, so there it is, the Dewalt 25 1/4 inch holes, and the temperature highest I saw was 73. So I have the Kobalt here, the 1/2 inch drill bit. We're gonna perform 10 holes with it, and then we'll take the temperature and battery. Let's get to it. All right, so there are the 10 holes with the 1/2 inch drill bit, 79 right here at the back. Battery life still full. Now we will perform the same test with the Dewalt drill. Let's begin. All right, so there are the 10 holes with the Dewalt. And the temperature reading, 73 is the highest I'm reading now. So after performing 51 1/4 inch wood screws, installing them, removing them, and then 25 1/4 inch holes and 10 1/2 inch holes with each drill, the battery life on both are still full. They both performed well. I believe as far as the 1 1/4 inch wood screws, the Dewalt performed a little bit better. It was more comfortable in the hand doing that many screws. It didn't hurt my wrist as much. As far as the 1/4 inch holes, the Dewalt made easy work of those compared to the Kobalt. Not that the Kobalt was hard whatsoever, but when it came to the 1/2 inch holes, I felt like the Kobalt actually did it with a little bit more ease. So overall, both of them really good drills for the price and where they're at and what they are. If you have one lineup or the other, I don't think, since they're both the same price, I don't think it would be worth switching over to get one over the other. If you have the Kobalt lineup, I wouldn't bother getting the Dewalt and having to run a different charger and battery and stuff. Or if you have the Dewalt, I don't think it's worth switching to the Kobalt. So if you have either one of these lineups, I believe you would be happy with the one that fits your lineup instead of purchasing the other. But I think they're both great for $99. I got just the Kobalt drill for $25, so I thought it was a really good deal. Let me know your guys' thoughts. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video as well as the tests and everything. And if you guys enjoyed, please make sure to hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down in the comment section if you guys have any questions or I forgot to mention anything. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. See you guys next time.